10 minutes of your time could save a life. What do you do if someone fell and was knocked unconscious? What if you found someone choking? What if that someone was an infant? Are you prepared to help a person in a life-threatening situation? Everyone's first response should always be call 911 and get help on the way, but that may not be good enough. The minutes waiting on the ambulance could be a person's final minutes. Knowing how to help can be a matter of life or death. Unintentional injury is the 5th leading cause of death in the United States, and 90% of these accidents are preventable. Most of these accidents happen in or around the home. The fatal top 5 accidents are car crashes, poisoning, falls, drowning, fires, and burns. No matter where they take place, and even in the best of situations, it may take an ambulance 8 minutes to get to you. In some cases, it may take much longer to get the professional help you need. These minutes are vital. A human heart will stop beating after 4 minutes of no breathing. Brain damage can be permanent and can occur within 4 to 6 minutes. In an emergency, you may be the best person to call 911, but if you have some form of training, you may be the best person to use cardiac pulmonary resuscitation or CPR or some other form of first aid. Not knowing what you're doing can cause further harm to the victim. Knowing first aid will not only help, but it will also make the help you give safe and effective. Our ideas about first aid have come a long way over the decades, from French soldiers using spider webs to stop bleeding wounds, to some tribes in South America using beetle jaws for makeshift stitching. Today's medicine is more advanced, practical, and forever changing. No one wants anyone to get hurt, especially children, but accidents do happen all the time. Those who have taken the time to learn a few basic life-saving procedures give real practical life-saving help. First aid courses teach you how to prevent, prepare, recognize, and act. The key is knowing what to do, remaining calm, and acting in a responsible way, and these actions save lives. Action can be anything from calling the paramedics to applying direct pressure to a wound that's bleeding. It could be performing CPR or applying a tourniquet in serious situations. Learning first aid versus not knowing what to do is the difference between helping or watching helplessly and waiting for paramedics. Which choice could you live with? While thinking about the help you can provide, remember that it takes less than 4 minutes for a blocked airway to kill someone, and the ambulance you called at the beginning of the speech is still on their way. So what are your actions? A basic first aid class will teach you how to use and apply effective CPR. You would also learn methods for treating burns, managing bleeding wounds, applying splints, and performing the Heimlich maneuver. CPR and the Heimlich maneuver are 2 major actions that saves many lives every day. CPR can restore the circulation of oxygen-rich blood to the brain. Without that vital lifeline, without oxygen, permanent brain damage or death can occur in minutes. Many different emergencies may call for CPR. These include drownings, heart attack, suffocation, smoke inhalation, electrocution, and other accidents. Have you ever choked or saw someone choking and not know what to do? The Heimlich maneuver is used to dislodge an object in the choking victim. Knowing how to do it properly for children and adults, and the technique for infants, is a safe way to save lives. Here is an example of the correct positioning for CPR. You stand over the person's body, take the heel of your hand on their sternum, and that's where you put your hands, and you'll learn the methods of counting and breathing for CPR. This is the correct position. Here's a way to do Heimlich maneuver on infants. Since they're so little, you can't do the gut pushing maneuver that you would on adults, so you have to do back blows. And they'll teach you this in class. Learning how to administer first aid saves lives. It can help keep them alive until the ambulance arrives. It should be the responsibility of everyone to become familiar with the basic techniques of first aid. This helps and experience through the Red Cross or many other organizations. In 10 minutes, you can learn to save a life. In the time it has taken you to listen to this speech, you may have learned enough to keep a friend or family member alive, or even someone that you don't even know. First aid is about preserving life. It is all about preventing the worsening of an injury and promoting recovery. These skills are easy to learn, and once you have them, they will be with you for life. Since most accidents happen in or around the home, the victim could always be a friend or family member. Can you think of a good reason why you wouldn't want to help one of these people? Find out about first aid skills now and encourage others to do the same. It could be your life someone saves one day.